Hi, y'all. So today is October the 28th, 2022. I hope you're doing well. And yes, everybody is all abuzz. It does appear that there has been an arrest in the case of Abby Williams and Liberty German's murders. There is people in the true crime community are scrambling, trying to get information anywhere they can. There are people that are highly, highly skeptical, who are saying, no, this is clickbait. Don't buy into the hype. And I get it, because it was really just kind of a few weeks ago that we all kind of had a moment where we believed that there was an arrest that was imminent. I mean, even Gonzo thought that, right? So we kind of knew that there was activity happening, but apparently that just wasn't the right time, or the person they were going to arrest was on the run. They couldn't find them, however it all played out. Now, this YouTuber, Jen B, 33 minutes ago, she posted the following phone call, and this is to the Carroll County Jail, okay, to the sheriff's office. And that is not what Kelsey German said. Kelsey said, if you have any questions, you have to call the prosecutor's office. But let's see what they said at the jail. Let me make sure you guys, if this is showing. It is not. Why? Why is this not showing? If you can hear me, put a 1. Thank you. Okay, very good. All right, so I got the I've got the right screen up. So let's take a listen to the phone call. It's a little hard to hear.
I'm just trying to call to see if you guys arrested somebody in the Delphi murders.
Unfortunately, I can't release any information surrounding that.
Okay, so information that's being...
Okay, so the sheriff's department says, well, unfortunately, I can't really say anything about that. And she does end up, oops, wrong slide. Sorry. And then she follows up by making a comment about quotation marks, that incident, right? And to me, when you hear that verbiage, I can't talk about that incident. Clearly there was an incident, right? And if it was an incident of an arrest, then why wouldn't it be an arrest? Let's see, under your stars, multiple sources indicate that a man named Richard Allen was booked into the Carroll County Jail around noon on Friday in connection with the Delphi murder investigation. Allen, 50, has been... Okay, now then, we'll see if we get the rest of that. Tony Smith. Okay, now then, again, we've got people saying that's not true, and so I do want to present both sides. Now, I will say this, that we have reporting from Fox 59. And this reporting just came out within the last 25 minutes, I guess. And it basically says a major development is in the works in the 2017 murders of Libby German and Abby Williams in Delphi. Authorities will hold a news conference on Monday with additional details. Law enforcement tells Fox. So did you hear that? Law enforcement tells Fox. The teens disappeared on the Mona and High Bridge on February 13th, 2017. They were reported missing and their bodies were found noon, February the 14th. The high-profile murder case has gone unsolved for more than 5 years, generating mountains of online speculation about the identity of the killer. Police released 2 different sketches of potential suspects. Key evidence included audio and photos from Libby German's phone, with police releasing an audio clip of a man saying, "down the hill." Court documents unearthed by the Murder Sheet podcast over the summer showed an FBI agent believed that there was probable cause to search the property of Ron Logan, and Ron Logan has since died. Ron Logan is the owner of the land where the girls' bodies were found. The search warrant revealed additional details about the investigation, including that the recording of the Down the Hill audio originated and lasted 43 seconds. Only a fraction of what of this call has been released to the public. So there is more on the recording. We just were not given that information. Investigators found a large amount of blood at the scene, leading them to believe the perpetrator would have gotten blood on their hands or clothing. The individual may have taken a souvenir from the crime scene, according to court documents, and may also have moved and or staged the teens' bodies. According to the warrant, the investigating agent believed Logan's physical build matched that of the man who appeared in the video from Libby's voice. His voice was not inconsistent with the recording that was released. The investigating agent believed Logan's physical build matched that of the man who appeared in the video from Libby's voice. So they're saying, if they come up and say that it was Ron Logan, I think I'm going to have an apoplectic fit. Logan lied about his alibi. He was never named as a suspect nor charged in connection with the Delphi case. He has since died. The case, which has gained national attention, has picked up momentum recently, with authorities revealing a social media profile called Anthony Shots, and that profile had interacted with Libby's social media. Police traced that profile to a person named Keegan Kline, and Keegan Klein is being investigated in connection with a child exploitation case. He has never been charged, nor has he been named as a suspect in connection with Delphi murders. Klein has been questioned about the case. His trial on 30 counts of possession of child pornography is going through the court system. And in recent months, Indiana state troopers have been searching the Wabash River in Peru, potentially looking for evidence tied to the case. And there's a couple of things. Number one, not only is Keegan Klein of interest, but more importantly, his father. And for those of you that haven't really followed this case, I know that seems a little bit strange. However, let me say this. There was a great deal of child pornography that was found between Keegan Klein and his dad. And his dad's body type, the way he carries his body as he's walking, it's a dead ringer for Bridge Guy. It's a dead ringer. In fact, Keegan Klein is really not a very good match for the Bridge Guy. But we got two different releases. Remember, people that were there that day were describing what appeared to be two different people. And I think it was the investigators that were trying to force it to be one person. And I'm just not sure that that's accurate. There have been throughout the years, there have been discussions and yes, speculation and, all types of conversation, accusation, speculation, hyperbole. I mean, this has been one of those cases that's generated a great deal of drama. I mean, it's a horrible case. It's a big case, but it captured the imaginations of a lot of people that have vivid imaginations. And so it's going to be interesting on Monday to see who they've actually formally arrested. And then the other part of it, okay, before I get to that, let me say this. So there are family members who have said that the person that they have arrested and held accountable for these murders was a guy that worked at CVS Pharmacy. His name apparently has never been mentioned related to Abby and Libby. Now, that is rumor. I don't know that to be true. Okay, I'm trying to give you just a big overall picture. I don't know. That's not anything that I've been able to find on any reputable news reporting. I don't know. But I know that when you get family members that are verifying before the cops, when a family member comes out and says, hey, there is going to be a press conference on Monday. And the family member says that first on social media. And then about 15 minutes later, you begin to see news reports coming out saying, yes, press conference on Monday. You got that. That's a pretty close confirmation that they did make an arrest. And then if you call the jail and you say, hey, is it true that you've made an arrest in the Abby and Libby Snapchat murders? And the person says, oh, I'm sorry, I can't talk about that incident. Well, maybe that was some of that, dog whistling to say, hey, I can't confirm it or deny it, but I'm telling you, there's an incident, right? So now we wait till Monday. I do actually, yes, I actually speak English really well. So, So that's what's out there. That's what's being reported by Fox 59, a reputable news source. You have Kelsey German, who signed her Twitter "Today is the day" and put a purple heart, and that's that. And that's what I know, and that's what I've been able to find out. Just the fact says the family is saying that bridge guy is in custody. Now, which family member are you talking about? Just the facts. Are you talking about the aunt? I'm careful about that. I'm very comfortable with anything Kelsey says. I'm very comfortable with anything that Becky or Williams. But once you start getting into those far removed family members, I'm not gonna I'm gonna look at that as anybody else. Yes, we keep hearing the guy's name is Richard Allen. Is he the one that's supposed to work in the is he the one that's supposed to work at a CVS? Tara German is the one. Okay. So that mom, right? John Irwin says, was it the guy in the photograph? Okay. Look. Critters found something. Multiple sources indicate that a man named Richard Allen was booked into the Carroll County Jail around noon on Friday. Yeah, that's exactly when all this started breaking, right? Wow, that's crazy. Richard Allen. Let's see. Go to DuckDuckGo. Richard Allen, Indiana. Oh. Is this him? Boone County mugshot. Looks like he was arrested in Boone County at some point. That's kind of scary. That looks like him. Huh. No, I don't think that's him. No, this guy's got an obituary. Richard Allen, Academia. Indiana University. I wonder if this is him. Oh, that does look like him right there. Huh. I don't know. I'll look this afternoon. Y'all don't want to sit and listen to me breathe. Huh. Okay, so remember they did the they searched the Wabash River for weeks, right? So my question is, if Keegan Klein kind of led them to Richard Allen. Yep, that's Fox 59 is reporting the name Richard Allen. If Keegan Klein is the one that spilled the beans about the whatever we would assume a murder weapon in the Wabash River, if they found whatever it was that they were looking for, yeah, there's a Richard Allen that is a student of Marion College in Indianapolis, Indiana. Graduated 2012, so he'd probably be around 32 now. They're saying that this guy's 50 though, right? Okay, I know y'all don't want to listen to me breathe. I'm sorry. Okay, let me focus. So a picture of that man booked. Where did you see the picture, Planet Claire? So Richard Allen is a former cop? Is that what you said, Alexandra? Okay, I'm reading chat right now, guys. That's right, Pam. Hey, Emily. Other stations now confirming it is Richard Allen. Oh, I know, just the facts. It's so frustrating, isn't it? It's Friday. It's Friday. It's Friday. They're going to have us hanging by a thread until Monday. No, we don't know. Indian paintbrush. We do not know who the hell Richard Allen is. He has never been on the radar in the murders of Libby and Abby. It is puzzling, Zelda. Richard Allen has been moved to a state facility for his safety. Wow. So maybe he was maybe he is an ex-cop. If they've already transported him into protective custody. This is crazy. Hey, Kelly Davies, welcome. Okay. Indiana State Police, Doug Carter would be doing a presser. I guess that's why they're not doing a press conference today, is because Mr. Carter is busy. Hey, Thomas Randall, welcome. I'm going back up through all y'all's comments while I was reading. Please pray for the family members of Abby and Libby. It's pretty it's absolutely shocking that you wait for 5 years for the day and the day comes, isn't it? It's just surreal. It's just surreal. It's so surreal that so many people are saying this isn't true. It can't be. No way. No, I think this one really is it, y'all. I think they got him. maybe not only one and KK situation maybe helped. Okay, well, I'm going to go forward now with Friday wild speculation. I think they're waiting till Monday because Doug Carter is out of pocket today. And he's got to be front and center. Earlier today, law enforcement sources told Fox that a major development was in the works. Pressers Monday. I can't, but Bama Cat, I can't believe they're making us wait either. Silly. Yeah, they are the news is saying, hey, Charlie Faith, the news is saying that this is a guy that has not been on anyone's radar. That's pretty crazy, isn't it? That they were able to keep it all so quiet. Yep. Okay. I think I went through most of the comments. Thank y'all for being here. I appreciate it so much. Okay. So I believe, and I know, look, you got to realize this. We're seeing a lot of people that are saying, this is clickbait. It's not real. It's a lie. Okay. Take a minute, step back away from the emotion of it and just be, recognize that we've been waiting. It's like waiting for Santa Claus. We've been waiting on this for 5 years. There are a lot of channels that have actually made this case the central primary focus of their whole channel, that the Abby and Libby murders are the sun, and then all of the people in their lives have become kind of like the various planets in orbit. And this person these people have made channels that's all they focus on are the murders, the 2 girls, and then their peripheral family members and friends and people in Delphi. You do that, you immerse yourself in this kind of thing, and this goes on for 5 years. When the moment comes, number one, the moment comes and you're in complete and total shock. Number one, it doesn't feel real. It feels surreal. And then number 2, when you have the stark realization that you've just spent 60 months talking about any and every person closely connected or even connected in the thinnest stream possible, and not a single one of those was on your radar, it's hard to believe it. If you're one of those creators and you think, I know everything there is to know about this crime. I know everything there is to know. I have talked to every person that was there that day. I have been there. I know, and never has somebody named Richard Allen or somebody from CVS Pharmacy, never has there been a hint of anything like that. This can't be real. I know this has to be, something else. But I think the truth is the truth. I think we have to just what they tell us. That's what they believe. And look, this is not a group of people, the investigators that can be accused of a rush to judgment. You know what I mean? No. They have definitely investigated this crime or these 2 murders. No doubt. Right? Now, the wild speculation part, because it's Friday and this is Jules of Thought channel. And I'm not going to be silly and do all my goofy stuff because this is not a silly moment, but I will say this: we have you can't forget about an obscure little arrest in Georgia. Who knows what I'm talking about? Anybody know? Bueller. All right. Yeah, works at CVS Pharmacy. There was an arrest in Georgia a couple of months ago, and the guy's name is Joshua Allwine. Hey, Buck Wild, welcome. Exactly, Indian paintbrush, and I've been keeping my mouth shut. His name is Joshua Allwine, And it's very difficult to find information on Joshua Allwine. And the reason is because he's the son of Mr. Mickey Mouse himself. He is also a Class A pervert. He's the worst of the worst. That's a quote from the cops, from the investigators working the arrest. These investigators in Georgia were absolutely traumatized by the crap that they found on Joshua Allwine's computer. Joshua Allwine was arrested and is still being held without bail. He ain't going nowhere. And there's one reason why I think it's because of his how-to porno manual. So when they arrested Joshua Allwine, and I'll talk about that in a minute, how it is that they came to find out what he was doing and make the arrest. I mean, it's shocking. They found this manual, and it's a how-to manual of how to terrorize children. It's horrendous. And the manual is on the internet, or it was, it's not now, but it was on the internet, and it had been downloaded by tens of thousands of disgusting pedophile freaks all around the world. It has chapters in it like how to find children by dating single mothers. It's as bad as it can get. It's evil. So I asked a lot of questions about this because I couldn't. I believe that part of this keeping this arrest quiet is the profound connection to Disney, as well as two other family members who are currently making a living as entertainers in California. So if it comes out, if it hits the news in the same way that like the Barry Morphew case did, I think Disney takes a big hit. I think a lot of people, because Disney has always had this dark side to it, and you would have people on YouTube and whatnot that would make these videos about what you see in The Little Mermaid, and things like that, right? There's always been the veiled accusations that maybe something dark and spooky might be happening with Disney. And I don't know if you guys remember Freeman Fly. Man, I love that guy. I loved his channel. He's a great guy. Freeman Fly had a PhD. He was committed. He believed in his entire heart and soul that Disney was doing some really bad things where kids were concerned. That it was a control. It was a way of controlling powerful people. Now it's hard if me and you, we're just living our best life. We're just going to work, getting our paycheck, and then, trying to have a little fun on the couple of hours that we're free. We don't know what it's like to go and, rub elbows with Nancy Pelosi and sip wine with, Melania Trump. We don't know what that, we're like monkeys in a cage looking out at the people that are looking in at us when we watch the Trumps and the Bidens and the Obamas. We don't know what their lives are like. They don't know what our lives are like. We don't have anything in common that we're even remotely close to understanding how the other side lives. So I don't know what they're doing, but some of the things that really rational, intelligent, well-educated people have been able to discover and expose, it's a little weird. It's a little strange. And so we get these murders with Libby and Abby, and you've got people that sort of leak information through the years, some text, information about crime scene. That's going to be one of the very interesting things that unfolds next week for me, is going to be how much of what we were told through these 5 years, how much will turn out to have been real leaks, true information, facts, and how much of it will just be ridiculous, just silly, foolish, ridiculous, right? That's going to be very interesting to watch in the coming weeks. Was there really a Delphi leaker? What do you guys think? Do you think there was really a Delphi leaker? If you think there was a real Delphi leaker who was releasing good information, put a 1. If you think no, it was just people needing content to make a video, put a 2. Carter will try to seal. I don't know what that means, Cinnamon. Right, Shannon. Many childhood stars are telling stories. That's exactly right. Wait, I'm late. Did they finally find out? Well, they've made an arrest, Icy. There was an arrest made today in Carroll County at noon Eastern time. The person is a 50-year-old man named Richard Allen, who apparently, reportedly, possibly works at a CVS pharmacy. They have transferred him to a state facility for his safety. So he's going into a protective custody setting, which is strange. But now I'm seeing people saying that he was a police officer at one point in his life. So Pam believes there was a real leaker. Faith, no, it's not a conspiracy channel. Ash says maybe 1 or 2. I have ADD. It's going on everywhere. We had so many police investigations into missing children in the UK and pedophile ring full of elite judges, politicians, celebrities. It's highlighted. It gets shut down and covered up because the Wabash River was being searched, and soon after things started to rumble. Yeah, right. Yes, Teresa. That you get 5 years of nothing at all. You get nothing. Like I just kept feeling. I made a couple of videos where I took the position that I feel like that law enforcement in this particular case, I felt like law enforcement restricted information too much, and that if they had been a little bit more forthcoming early on, it may have led to an arrest. Maybe I was wrong. I'm willing to own that. But now maybe they were on this guy's trail all along. Maybe they knew, that it took this long to actually get that one piece of information that would give the prosecutor the ability to absolutely tie the guy to what happened to these 2 girls, right? Please use thank you for that. Richard Allen, any connection to fake dating account they initially thought? Well, I don't know. And that's where, so Faith came in being a little bit, snarky. There's no politics, Faith. No, but you're hearing something that no one else is hearing. I don't know why that is, but it's okay. So you have the connection to Keegan Klein. I think it's a great connection. I don't know how you can ignore what they've got with Keegan Klein. Keegan Klein is stomping his foot and he's saying, I did not do this. I am not the one that you guys want when it comes to Libby and Abby. Tony Klein, the dad, his body type and the way he walks is chillingly similar to Bridge Guy. And we do have 2 sketches, right? But then we get this very interesting development where someone has dropped a little bit of information regarding the Wabash River. And they turned the place upside down for weeks. They were looking for something, and they knew what they were looking for. Now, the question is it a murder weapon? Was it clothing that the guy changed clothes after the murders? Was it something that belonged to Abby or Libby that would have connected them to the murder? We don't know. That's part of this, right? Okay. So, you know what, Faith? I'm so weary. Okay. Now then. So obviously they found what they were looking for. Well, okay, here we are. Wild speculation. I own it. I'm going to believe. I think they found what they were looking for in the Wabash. I think they found it. And so clearly, and I think this is a big part of why people are freaking out. Everybody's going, what? Richard Allen? Who the hell is Richard Allen? Nobody has ever heard about the guy. I mean, there was even a guy in a pizza place. Y'all remember that for a while? People were convinced it was the whole pizza place thing. I saw a post with a arrest picture of Bridge Guy. He looks exactly like the sketch. Which sketch? Indian Paintbrush. Jackie Hughes? Jackie Hughes. You're welcome, critters, right? I mean, we wise women, it takes a lot to overlook some of the children, right? It's a river, Laura Dixon. Yes. So they had these big searches in the Wabash, and then now we get an arrest. Okay, so I whatever they were looking for, they found it. Obviously, it made the prosecution happy, and the prosecutor said, "Okay, I can make this stick. Go get him." And now we're all like, "Oh my gosh, who is he?" We have looked at everyone in Indiana, and some of us even looked at people in Colorado. Okay. Yes. And now people are thinking, this is crazy. How can it be some 50-year-old dude named Richard Allen? How's that even possible? But they did it. Okay. I wish somebody could find the sketch. I would love to see it. Not the sketch, the suspect they arrested. And I'm going to agree with you, Laura. If the guy is an ex-cop, it's not good. Cops right now are having a hard time. You know, FBI credibility is pretty low. I hope it's not. I really hope it's not. And the one who knows says it's not. So, we'll see. But the way that this Joshua Allwine case fits in. Okay, hold on. This is a wild speculation alert. If you understand that what I am about to say is not being reported by Carroll County, if you understand that what I'm about to say is coming from my own thoughts, put a 1. If you understand that I'm now entering Friday wild speculation on the Jewels of Thought channel, put a 1 in the chat. If you believe that what I'm about to say is absolute fact and it's being reported everywhere, put a 2. Thank you, people. Okay, now this is wild speculation, Faith. Okay, don't freak out. This is me and my thoughts. Believe it or not, sometimes I have an original thought. Okay. JLR has a picture of Richard Allen, and it's on the news now. So JLR was already on to Richard Allen. That's gonna blow his channel up if that's true. That's crazy. That's so crazy. Okay. He is already on. What? Just checked on Google. Azzy. Let me look. Azzy. You have a cool name. We're gonna get on the Google and we're gonna put in Richard Allen. Should I put arrest? Ooh, ooh, is this him? Ooh, because he is creepy looking. Where's the picture? It's not releasing a picture. It shows one in. Maybe it's in the article. Hold on. I'm going to show the newscast, y'all. Klein documents unsealed. There's Keegan Kline. That's Robert Turner. Where's the booking photo? Well, that was so clickbaity. Fox 59, clickbaiter. Okay, that didn't work. I guess I'll just show it this way. Yuck. Makes my skin crawl. Y'all get ready. Bluck. All right, here we go. Present, share screen. Richard Allen arrest. There he is right there. Okay. Is that the one that you guys are seeing, Azzy? He has a wife and children. He lives a mile from Abby. Oh, this guy doesn't look like Barry Morphew. No, not him. But that's what they're saying. They're saying that this came up 2 hours ago as the suspect. Delphi murders of Abby and Libby, major development expected. I'm not finding it. Maybe am I spelling it wrong? Okay, well, let's try it this way. There's the girls. Oh my gosh, I'm so over this. Whatever. What happened to the good old days where they just post a story and put their picture up? Why does it have to be like a... Okay, there's the... Okay, Wabash Town Steps. Okay, here's the sketch. Here's the down the hill. Oh, I think you guys are lying to me. I don't think you guys have a photograph of the guy. y'all killing me. I'm gonna go crazy. Okay, now I'm gonna go. Okay, Richard Allen arrest. There's Fox. I'm gonna go to images. Oh. Woo-wee. Good gracious alive. Yuck. We got him. Is that him? Did I find him? Is this him, guys? Is that it? Hey, Shalimar. Is it the one in the blue or it's the main photo that I have up? Or is that the same guy? The one in the blue looks like Barry Morphew. I know you wouldn't, Mama Mo. What did you say? Do I have the wrong thing? Yes, Susan. I told you it makes your skin crawl. He's a creeper. It's what we all feared, right? That guy is from Ohio. Seymour says that guy's from Ohio. Someone released that as him, but it is not. It may be him. Pic I saw, he had a hat on. He had a yellow strap backpack in the picture. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. All right. I'm so confused. Okay, I'm looking. Just everybody hold on. I'm going to Crime Online. Can I do that? I'll go to Crime Online. Or maybe I'll go to Jonathan Lee Richards. Jonathan, because y'all seem convinced that he's got it. Jonathan Lee Richards. Okay, Jonathan Lee. JLR doesn't have anything about this up at all. Y'all are such poot heads. Crime Online. Okay, Delphi arrest. Arrest made. Crime Online. Here we go. We may be in business now, people. We may be in business. Moved to state facility for his protection. Angela Ganote says, we feel confident now confirming an arrest has been made. Woo! In connection to the 2017 murders of Libby German and Abby Williams. Richard Allen booked into the Carroll County Jail at noon, then moved to a state facility for his safety. There's the sketch. Video of the suspect. That's the bridge guy video. I don't want the bridge guy video. Ugh. I don't think you guys have seen him. I don't think you guys have a picture of the suspect. I think y'all are messing with me. Let me try Twitter. Richard Allen Delphi. Here we go. Yeah, I believe that's the same guy. Oh my God. Oh my God. People, he looks like Barry. Holy hell. Okay. Oh. Oh my. I'm freaked out, truthfully, because everybody told me I was crazy when I said Barry Morphew makes me nervous. But look at that. That's totally him, y'all. Look at that. Oh my God. It's like they took a picture of Richard Allen and put it in one of those apps that does the sketches. It's him. Wow. And you remember what they told us? You remember how they told us that that the sketch was just a general idea? No. That is not a general idea. That is him. Who thinks that sketch is an exact match for the perp? Look at the nose. I mean, the eyes are exactly perfect, but even the nose is dead on. The only difference are the ears, right? The guy's ears don't really, they're not really prominent. Wow. Right, Day Tripper? I'm going to do it. And Iris Eton is probably going to do flips in the air. I'm totally taking this and laying Barry Morphew's picture next to it. It could have been him. I mean, I don't think it is, but that's man, wow. That's him. That's crazy, isn't it? Why would this guy do this to those two girls? Why the hell would he do it to those two little girls? Wow. Man, it is exact math, Truth Seeker. Exact match. They got him. That's him. I don't know how you can deny that it's him. And his eyes, look at his eyes look he looks furious. Look at him. It's too weird. He's not some like drug crazed lunatic. Look at him. Oh yeah, definitely. Teresa, 100% something was in that river, and the prosecutor said, bring that to me and we will arrest him. 100%. Okay, so this guy was a police officer, and he lost his badge, and then he's now been working at CVS. Is that have I got that right? Yes, Kelly. We have come to be so accustomed to blaming these horrific nightmares on drugs. Am I right or wrong? Every time this stuff happens, we're like, oh, it's going to be a drug crazed, insane lunatic person, right? Look at this guy. He could be anybody's husband. Oh my God, I'm gonna have to give this some thought. These two murders were. I need time to think about this, y'all. Kathy says, I have not seen anything on him being law enforcement. I think I saw one article that made that reference, but I've now seen like 4 different papers that have said that he has been moved to state facilities so that he could be put into protective custody. He's definitely, he has to be law enforcement for them to make that move. Yeah. I knew it was law enforcement or a former law enforcement or military. In FAA, you knew it because of the conditions of the environment required somebody to be in like prime physical condition. Or what made you think that? Okay, so now Stargazer's mom says WDTN has a different guy. Oh my God. Do you think he was bridge guy? I don't know. I'm all messed up here. Do I think he's a bridge guy? I can't commit to this for some weird reason. I something is WDTN. I'm having a hard time believing Richard Allen. Oh, that's not it either. Richard Allen mugshot. No mugshot coming up yet. Let's see. Now they're showing a redheaded guy. I see what this person has done here, but who did this? Richard Allen dead, an obituary. Oh, this was done. Oh, no, red herring, not real. Can't. I'm not finding anything, y'all. Let me see what y'all have got going on. Looks like the same guy on WD or yeah, WDTN. The redhead was the one I saw on Crime Online. There is no mugshot yet. Thank you, Mama Mo. Yeah, I believe Mama Mo. I'm just listening to Mama Mo from here on out. There's no mugshot yet, but a better pic of him on a mountain with his wife. Type in Richard Allen on YouTube. Okay, done. I do whatever Mama Mo tells me to do. Okay. Richard. Okay, we just got confirmation. Police sources are confirming that the suspect that they arrested in the Delphi killing is Richard Allen. I just got a confirmation from the police. Okay, Richard Allen. That is him. Oh my God, and it looks like Barry Morphew. Oh my God. Oh my God, it's so weird. Oh my gosh. That's so weird. Why? Look at this, y'all. Hey, Laura. Thank you, Laura Dixon. I really appreciate you. That's very kind of you. Thank you. Look at this, y'all. Okay, so those of you that you've not ever come to my channel before, you don't really understand why this has sort of thrown me for a loop. I'm going to tell you why. The people that are always, regulars in my channel, they know why I'm freaking out. Right? If you know why I'm freaking out, put a 1. Now, Sabrina says it is not him. I know, Kim, it's so sad, right? But you don't know if his wife didn't contact the police and say, I got a bad feeling about my husband. FAA is confirming, no, that is him. And he does look like he would have been law enforcement, doesn't he? Kind of has that look about him. No. Please, everybody listen to me. The suspect is not Barry Morphew. Please, no. That's not why I'm freaking out. The suspect is not Barry Morphew. Let me tell you why. I know, Thomas, it's crazy. It's crazy. So here's why it's got me having a really bad feeling. Okay. Because I was one of the very few people, not very many people. Okay. Me, I believed it. I was just about convinced that it was Barry Morphew. I had just about convinced myself that Barry Morphew was the guy. I own that. I didn't say he was the guy, but I said, gosh, it's so similar. Like when I watch Bridge Guy walking across the bridge, you get moments where you can see an image for his face. And I'm like, oh, it looks like Barry. And then the way Barry walks looks like the guy, same body type, everything, right? But then they showed pictures of Keegan Kline, and I was like, well, that's crazy. Nobody Nobody would mistake Barry Morphew for Keegan Kline or his father, either one. It's weird. It's crazy. And I couldn't, it's like I just had to, when I would listen to the recording of, Down the Hill, my ears, I would get an image of Barry Morphew in my head. Like I believed it, y'all. I'm not kidding you. I believed it. Yes, Mama Mo knows. Look at this picture, Mama Mo. Who in the world could that man be? They could be brothers. It's just, I'm just blown away. I'm literally blown away. Wow. It's just amazing. Now we haven't seen a video of this guy walking, but hopefully soon. And I'll tell you another reason why I kept thinking somebody, that it being Barry Morphew wouldn't be crazy. Like it wouldn't be impossible given all the whole sets of circumstances. And one of the things, I'm sorry, I slurred my words just now. One of the things that I couldn't get over was this. So you got this 50-ish year old man, right? And yet it's this 50-ish year old man who was able to potentially drag Libby up a hill, chase the girls through the water across to the other side. And it was flooding then. There was a lot of water in the river. That whoever would have been capable of controlling those two girls, because those girls were athletes, right? They were strong. So whoever did it, they had to have been athletic and powerful and in good physical condition, correct? And the timing for Barry Morphew loading up that flatbed in that haphazard way and dragging Suzanne, out of Indiana at the same, around in the same time frame when they released the sketches, it looked like he was running. It looked like he was running away. During that period of time, he was under an immense amount of stress because we had was the guy a mayoral candidate? He was some big politician in Indiana. Witnessed Barry go crazy on a work site and began hitting people and throwing hay on people. And he just lost his mind. He was just under enormous strain and stress. So there was no way to say, oh yeah, I saw Barry Morphew there and he's the one that did it. Not that. But if you tried to rule Barry out, that's what you couldn't do. You couldn't rule him out. Narcissistic rage, right, Kelly? Yeah, it's some scary, yeah. And the voice was hard to ignore, Teresa. The voice was very hard to ignore. Yeah. So there's a story, y'all. There's such a story here. If this is the man, if this is really the guy that they're saying did this to Libby and Abby, how? What in the world did this? Okay. All right. Y'all take it away. What do you think? Why do you think he killed him? Well, we would assume, WMR, we would assume that it's a fairly recent photograph because they said that the man is 50 and this looks like a 50-year-old guy, right? Right, Alessia. No, no, I own that. I said I believed it, that it was a possibility, right? I believed it was a possibility. Laura, one of two things. She's either beside herself or she's grateful and just breathing a sigh of relief right now. Thomas Randall says maybe he used handcuffs. Richard M. Allen is his name. Did they know him? That's what I want to know, Javret. Did they know him? What motivation would this guy, this looks like a normal, regular, just a middle-aged man, just a regular man. Why would this guy be running around destroying teenagers in the woods? What's the story? Kelly says, I'm sure his reasons are not anything that we could relate to. No, absolutely, Alessia. 100%. I get that. No, it was a even as I was struggling to like eliminate Barry Morphew for the possibilities. I knew that it was a long shot, that it was highly unlikely, right? I knew that, but I never could get him off that list. You know, I kept looking at Rich Guy and going, well, he looks exactly like Barry Morphew to me. So, yeah, I own it. Hey, Keisha. I don't think there's any reason why evil predator, possibly a pedo, we could never understand that mind. This man's name is Richard Matthew Allen. He was a police officer who lost his badge, and he then began to work at the CVS. A lot of people, Luke says a lot of people are backtracking. Luke, so many people. And it's just like I said at the beginning of this live, how many people have built entire channels on the Delphi murders, right? And not once, not ever, not once did a man named Richard Allen come up in conversation. Nobody had it right. Nobody. Hey, you guys want to see some gloating? Gloating. Y'all gonna have to be watching Gray Hughes tonight. He is gonna be gloating. He said it. He said that when it all came out and it was all done and said and done, that it would turn out that nobody had it right. So yes, Gray, you win. Yeah, I knew he. Yeah, of course he would be. Yeah. She came from Planet Claire. I wonder why. Yeah, and that's where I'm at now. I'm thinking, what is the motive? Like, what's the motive? We were all thinking, drugs, possibly pedophilia. Oh, I got to think about this. I got to go look at something too, y'all. Every crime channel talking about it, right? Yeah. This case is Grace Baby. Let's see. Being a predator. Well, yeah. Okay. So Barbara Eddy, I think, is absolutely dead on here. Okay. So remember what got us here. Okay. Welcome, Lucky. Glad you're here. Hey, Allie Cattails. Welcome. No, we're still trying to find something, Allie. It's verified. He was once a police officer. He did lose his badge, and he was arrested working at CVS Pharmacy. He's married and he has some kids, and that's really the only thing we know. And there is a good question. So it's likely that this guy would have children in the same age range as Libby and Abby, or let's see, Barry. He could have kids as old as like 18, right? somewhere in between around 14 and 18 would be about the expected age range of his children. Wow. Wow. Why would this guy be running around in the woods murdering teenagers? That's who to feel bad for, Shannon. You want to talk about people right now freaking out, his kids. Ooh, Betty Slinker. There's a Betty Slinker writes, which police department was he on? The command to get down the hill. Did the girls think him to be law enforcement? That's chilling, Betty. I've heard that many sociopathic predators are ex-law enforcement, tried to become law enforcement, and later became killers. Wonder why. But power and control. It had to be bad to lose the badge. That's what I'm asking, Mark Craven. That's what I want to know. What it? Okay, so here's a couple of thoughts. Did he lose the badge related to something having to do with either Abby and Libby specifically, or child porn in general? He could have had handcuffs. Afra, the person that was arrested is a man named Richard Matthew Allen. He was originally law enforcement, and he lost his badge. And since then, he's been working at CVS Pharmacy, or it could have been connected to the farm. Oh, to the farm. Yeah, something related to the family. You know what I originally thought, Allie Cattails? There was a period of time that I had that I wondered if what went on with the Delphi Killer, if it had something to do with some property that Becky Patty appraised. You know, that was during a period of time where all that big land grab was going on related to the bridge, and there was some strange land deals that were going on. And I thought it was related to money, but now, you know what I think now? Now I think, but because you got to walk the path that got us here. You got originally Libby is connected to Keegan Klein. And then Keegan Klein admits to an enormous amount of child pornography. And at that point, he must have made some sort of deal and spilled the beans about something being hidden in the Wabash River. And then they spent weeks at the river, and apparently they found whatever it was that prosecutor wanted. And now we get an arrest. So whether it's a murder weapon that was there or a videotape, maybe it's a videotape. Maybe Keegan Kline recorded the guy doing the dirty deed. Is the CVS near the High Bridge? Well, I will say this, Laura. I would think that it would be a really unusual situation if rape is the motive. I would think it'd be really unusual for a guy to go for two girls at the same time. I don't know how you'd expect that you would get away with that and not have somebody talk. Wouldn't you? That's not, I don't think that's consistent. I think he was there. I think he did exactly what he intended to do. He wanted those two girls. It is, yeah, child rape. That's right, Elsa. Hey, Bubblegum, welcome. Thank you for being here. It was planned. I believe that in my heart, Seymour. Yeah. Hey, Sue Cooper. Well, okay, so there we have it. This is the guy. They did arrest him at noon today Eastern time. I think the very first that I learned about it was a tweet that was put out by Kelsey German, and she signed it, "Today is the day," with a purple heart, and my heart went into my throat. And I said, "Do you really think this is real?" And until I made myself say calm, until I could find, real reporters that were discussing it. So now here's what we know for sure that's been verified by mainstream media. Richard Matthew Allen, 50 years old, ex-law enforcement officer working at CVS Pharmacy. He is married. He has children. And this arrest comes very shortly after a 2-week search that happened in the Wabash River, what seemed to be at the direction of Keegan Kline. And that's where we are. Is this guy some kind of CP distribution kingpin? You know what, Seymour? I on this channel, for those of you that have never been in my channel before, we do wild speculation on Friday. And I said I wasn't going to do wild speculation because this is very important. Today's the day. This is it, right? But I think that the arrest of Joshua Allwine, and I have a couple of videos up about Allwine if you want to go back and look. It was about 2 months ago. I'll be making new videos about him this week to talk about the potential connections to this pedophile ring. And this guy, Joshua Allwine, he is being held without bond. He hasn't even been in front of the judge. He's a bad guy. The way that Joshua Allwine got arrested, listen to this. It's crazy. So the way that he got arrested, he was actually in bed with his wife, and he was going to watch a movie or something on his television, and he was pulling up like Netflix or whatever on his phone, and he was casting it to the screen that was in the room with him, and he messed up. He made a mistake, and child pornography began to play on the bedroom television screen, and they have like a big screen TV. Not a television, but like a projector screen. And so the wife is in the room, and she looks up and she sees it up on the wall. And so she looked back down and she kept on reading, and he got it off and put up a regular movie, and she never told him that she saw it. And then it was reported, and they got him. Yeah. That wife was tough as nails, man. She went right to the cops. As soon as she stayed calm, she didn't act like she saw anything. Exactly, Afra. She didn't act like she saw anything. She remained calm. And then as soon as she got away from him, she went straight to the cops. She told them. She said, "Get his phone." I saw it. It's there. That's right. Yep. And that's when they found not only just mountains of child rape, they found the manual teaching other pedophiles how to find victims, what to do, how to gain the trust of single mothers. I mean, I'm not even going to repeat some of the things that are in the manual. I'm wondering if this guy is a part of that. That's what I'm wondering. If this was a money-making venture for these guys. They were just making cash. Oh, no, I don't think she had an instinct, Laura. I think her eyes saw it. I think she looked up and saw it, and she recognized what it was, and she didn't panic. Oh, I see what you mean about her having an instinct. Maybe she already felt like there was something off about him. She already kind of had some of these fears. And so then when she saw the image up on the screen, it confirmed that she had been right. Is that what you mean? Oh man, me too, Teresa. I'm so ready. I'm so ready to. I just want to know. I'm just, man. But can I say this? I think, definitely prayers for his wife and for his children, especially the children. I would hope that everybody would make a commitment not to put pictures of the children up. Don't talk about his children. Give them their privacy, please. Please, because they didn't do this, And money, the love of money is the pursuit of all evil, right? Or the root of all evil. Yeah. Yep. Hey, Gator Gal. So, yeah, we can learn a lot from Joshua Allwine's wife. We need to be tough, people. Doesn't matter what your husband's doing, or if you're the husband, what your wife is doing. If they're breaking the law, you do what you do. That's the right thing. The one says, relax, Jules, it's not been solved. I know it hasn't been solved, but why would they make the arrest? The one who knows. If they did the search in the Wabash, they found whatever it was they were looking for, and that prosecutor said, let's go get him. Yeah, I get it now, Laura. Yeah, I see what you're saying. What's not related to Delphi? It's been confirmed, the one who knows. No. The one who knows. It is confirmed. They arrested this man, Richard Matthew Allen, in relation to the Delphi murders. They did. They arrested him. They said it's about Delphi. Adrian. Was it Libby and Abby's pics the wife saw? Oh, no, Adrian. No, that was a different case. That's Joshua Allwine in Georgia. I know, me too, Lucy's World. I wish it was today. Yeah, I think a case like this one, I think they waited firmly until they absolutely knew they could get a conviction. And whatever was in the Wabash River, that was that sealed the deal, I think, right? So here we are. There you go. I can't shake this. And maybe it's just because he looks so much like Morphew. You don't think this picture looks familiar to y'all? Like maybe this picture's we've seen it somewhere else. Hey, Bergstrom. 5-week search, the FBI marked several spots in the Wabash River. Phone battery low. Thank you for being here, Laura. Go plug in, charge up, Laura. It's going to be a long Friday. Oh yeah, Thomas Randall. Oh my gosh. So I put up a video the other day, yesterday or day before yesterday. I hope you'll go watch it. But listen, it was so refreshing to have a real prosecutor there and a real judge. And man, Iris Eaton got whiplash as quick as that judge shot her down. It is funny to watch her reaction. She couldn't believe. She looked at that judge like, "Don't you know who I am?" It was so good, Thomas. It was so good. Yeah, you within the first I'm going to say 3 minutes of the hearing, the judge, Eaton comes out with all of her prancing around like a stallion, all that showy crap. And within 3 minutes of the judge speaking, the judge says, blah, 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 property of, and he says, Barry Morphew, and it's my understanding that Barry Morphew remains the prime suspect. Eaton looked at him like, what? What? This is different. Yeah, it was really great. And the judge shot him down so fast. It was like, no, move on. It was really good. So anyway, I did the hearing is on my channel, and then I was, acting silly. Law enforcement public art critic. This guy was arrested, wife. No, Catlin. No. We're now, how many hours? We are now at, nearly 2 hours into this video. I was talking about a case coming out of Georgia. The guy's name is Joshua Allwine. He is being held without bond. He has not been before the judge. He was discovered with a mountain of child pornography, access to a distribution point for child pornography, and a manual teaching other people how to be a pedophile and rapist. There may be some connection between Joshua Allwine and Keegan Kline. So that's how that is connected. Nisi, I had somebody in here a while ago come in here and say that JLR had video and photographs. Is this the same guy? I think it's the same guy. The guy we had up earlier. I think it's the same exact guy. Let's change this and look. I think that's totally the same guy. What do y'all think? It's the same guy. No doubt. Definitely the same guy. Right, Blissful Elixir. Yes. And listen, Bliss, they have children. That's his wife, and they have kids. The kids would have. Look, this guy is. This is going to be bad, y'all. When this story comes out, I think all of us are going to be horrified. I do. Yeah, Richard Matthew Allen. This is the same guy that's up on the mountain, and here he is with the sketch, and I'm blown away by the sketch. We were told that the sketch was just an estimate to sort of get you thinking of what he might look like. Oh no, they nailed it. Maybe they made his chin stick out a little bit too much, But other than that, the eyes, the nose, the cheeks, the ears are all wrong. That's him. Wow, it's just so crazy. Right? Yeah, Ken. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. Look at those eyes. Yeah, absolutely chilling. That'd make you uncomfortable, wouldn't it? Yes, Lynn. Yes, Ken. I agree. I kept thinking if the guy's married, of course his wife knows that the bridge guy that she's seeing, that's her husband. We all know what we look like, the people we're married to. But maybe he was the kind of guy that was so overly controlling that she was terrified. Oh, they nailed the nose. The nose is exactly the same. Hey, Aaron. Yeah. The sketch makes him look in his 20s. But look at this picture. I mean, he looks much younger than 50 in this picture. And the voice. That's right, Seymour. How do you get around the voice? Yeah. All right. Wow. This is not what I expected. I'm going to tell y'all. I didn't expect this. I expected drug infested crazy person. That's what I thought. He has the hooded eyelids, but so did Barry Morphew. Go look at Barry Morphew's photographs. He's got those hooded eye. This guy could be Morphew's brother. It's weird for me to think about. Yeah, but those eyes, man. They got it. They nailed it. They're cold, aren't they? They're kind of chilling to look at them. It's very intimidating. That is, when you look at it like that coming out of the screen at you, that is pretty chilling. This is exactly what crazy and living in plain sight looks like. Well said. There is a manual, Catlin, and it has been downloaded tens of thousands of times. Yeah, we're believing that Ken that's all connected. Definite psychopath. I don't know if he's from Delphi or Noblesville. I don't know where he's from. Still kind of waiting. All right. Okay, people, I'm going to let you go. I know there's lots of creators that you want to go listen to, talk about all this. Obviously, Gray Hughes is probably the person most up to date and fact based when it comes to this particular case. Hopefully he'll be nice and not be calling people names, but that's okay. It's his business. Gray has map time. He lived down the street from Libby. Damn it. That's terrible. That is terrible. Bye, Bubblegum. Have a good day. I swear he looks familiar. Mandy Lou, I'm saying exactly the same thing. In fact, I asked the chat just a minute ago, doesn't this picture look like someone, like, isn't this something that we've seen before, but nobody recognized it, but it looks familiar to me. if he was a cop, that kind goes back to the press conference a couple of years ago where they intimated that they knew he was listening and they were talking to him. That was pretty chilling, wasn't it? Because they even said, you might be in here with us right now. No, he lived in Delphi. Libby lived in the county. Wait a minute. I'm all messed up, TV. No, he lived in Delphi. Libby lived in the county. Okay, so did he live down from Abby? Is that what it was? Abby didn't live far from the Monon High Bridge. You're welcome, Mama Mo. I'm glad. Thank you for being here. You helped me. I trust you. People come in and they say things intentionally to mislead you or, so, thank you for helping me. He lived 1 mile from Abby. Wow. Gosh, really the path the girls were walking, they could have continued right straight to Abby's house, right? Wow, so awful. Maybe we saw him at a presser. I'm with you, Mandy Lou. I can't shake it. He looks very, very familiar to me. Welcome, Happy Go Lucky. Thank you for being here. Abby lived by the bridge. He is inside Delphi, which would be, I guess, across the highway, right? Well, Gray said he lived a mile from one of them. He either lived a mile from Abby or a mile from Libby. He looks familiar to me. I said that a little while ago, and now a couple more people are starting to come in saying the same thing. We're all kind of thinking we've seen him before, but nobody's placed him yet. Did someone say he was in the search party? Maybe he's in some of those pictures, Catlin. Maybe that's what people are remembering. A mile as the crow flies. Okay. Hey, Patty. Yeah, there's another one. Patty says he looks very familiar. There was an arrest, Callie. Yes, today is the day they got him. That's right. His name is Richard Matthew Allen. He's 50 years old. He's ex-law enforcement who lost his badge. He was working at CVS Pharmacy when they arrested him. All right. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and end this. This is a 2-hour live and nobody wants to listen to me talk for 2 hours. Okay. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. Yeah, DD, just such cold eyes. It's really frightening. Yeah, blue eyes. Yes, definitely blue eyes. Y'all have a good day. I'm going to end this live and I'm going to go over and watch Gray. So I do watch him, but I don't comment. But I'll be in there watching and we'll just kind of see what unfolds today. And try to learn some background and history on this guy. I'd like to reiterate what I said earlier. I'm hoping that people will have restraint and that you will avoid going after his children. He's going to end up having children that could be anywhere from about age 18 or 19 down to, I don't know, even 10. So please avoid like posting their picture and putting them on videos. I guarantee you this story seems to have a really solid connection to a child pornography ring. There's no way those kids would know anything about that. This was something this guy did. You can look at his eyes. He's got the eyes of a shark. There's no soul bopping around back there behind those eyes. Okay. Please leave his children out of this. Let me tell you, how do I say this without, trust me, when these things happen, the families are watching, and the reason they're watching is they're trying to protect their children. They will contact you and ask you to remove their children's faces off of your video. And if you don't, you're a bad person. If you put it up there to begin with, in my situation, I never, ever would have put somebody's kid, even an adult kid, on a video. I did it accidentally. I didn't realize what I was looking at. And I was contacted by a family member, and I took the whole kit and caboodle down and never put it back up because we got to protect the kids. These children, this wife, they had nothing to do with this shark did. So please try to have some restraint. I mean, I'm not lecturing you. I don't want to seem like that kind of person. This is going to be there's going to be so much destruction that comes from this for those people. It's so hard. Just imagine if it was your own kids, So, yeah, ex-cop, it was reported in mainstream media, Corbett. Yep. His name, Barefoot Iguana, is Richard Matthew Allen. He was ex-cop. He did lose his badge. Now he works at CVS. Well, he did work at CVS Pharmacy. He doesn't anymore. And he was arrested, Carroll County. They have transferred him to a state facility so that he could be put under protective custody. I'm guessing that he was put under protective custody because he is an ex-law enforcement. Hey, Jeremy. Yeah, hopefully Afra, the wife and the kids have already moved to California. You know what I mean? Or better yet, Belize. If this was happening to me in my world, I would have loaded everybody up and we would be down, in Brazil or Peru or Chile or, no, we wouldn't even be around. Yeah. Okay. Truth seeker. In other words, show some empathy for his family. I agree, truth seeker. Well said. Well said. Hey, Yvette. Okay, guys, y'all have like I said, I'm going to go listen to Gray and watch his from the beginning, see what all he's saying about the whole kit and caboodle. It is Friday night. I'm going to be in BBT Boston's channel tonight. She's doing a big Halloween party thing. But man, this is going to be big. There's so many channels that they've built their channel on the case, right? Like these channels don't cover any other cases, just the Delphi case. And they've been doing it for years and years. And so, it's going to be from a social, from the psychological perspective of the creators. It's going to be really interesting for me to watch and see how individual creators handle this. It's going to be very interesting. But in this one, as badly as I hate to admit it, Gray Hughes had it right. He said a couple of years ago, he said that when the arrest finally came, people would be shocked because it would be somebody nobody had ever considered. I don't know how he knew that, but he was right. So yeah. Gray Hughes wins this one. All right. Y'all have a good day. Thank God. Please pray for this family and the children. And quite obviously, Abby and Libby's family and friends. This, as much as we're happy about it, the people that live the nightmare, that it's real to them, they're reliving the trauma today. It's all coming back. So prayers are definitely needed. All right. I'll see you guys later on tonight. Bye.